Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Oh, what a morning. What a morning. Good morning, guys. Thank y'all for being here. I see you guys in the building. Thank you, mods, for being here. Caramelians, people in the bushes, trees. Thank you guys all for being here. It says we have any military veterans on here. We salute. Yes, we salute all the military veterans. If anybody's a veteran here, definitely. Let's go ahead and do our disclaimer. All right, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and it is used for fair use in entertainment. Okay. Yes. Let me start out by giving my apologies to my Caramelians and fans and followers and everyone else. We had to postpone Dragiversary yesterday for personal reasons, you guys. Yes, we had to postpone it. But I'm here now, and I will try to make that up to you guys probably tomorrow. I think tomorrow may work to where I can do like a pop in for you guys and hop on here and give you guys your show, because I know y'all be looking for Dragiversary, honey, and I kind of felt a little bad that I had to postpone it, but things and situations happen and occur that's beyond our control sometimes, to where we have to kind of do what we have to do. But y'all know I love y'all. It's all love. No love lost at all. Okay. We have some very good topics for you guys. Okay. This morning, we're going to go ahead and get into it because you guys know celebrity news is first. Okay. It says, okay, Cameron. I always like to keep my word, y'all. I always feel so bad when I tell somebody I'm going to do something and then I can't do it. It makes me feel bad. And I don't know why I do that. I need to work on that. I be beating myself up sometimes, but y'all know situations occur. Sometimes you just cannot do things. And that's just what it be like. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into the show. Thank y'all for being here. Nevertheless, all 200 and all 300 of y'all. I see y'all steady come in. All right. So first things first, hunty. Miss Tasha K, honey. Y'all know there's an update on the Tasha K and Cardi B situation out here, honey. This says that Tasha K officially files for bankruptcy, you guys, after being ordered to pay Cardi the $4 million in the defamation case against her. So Tasha, I guess, felt like she had to do what she had to do. I kind of felt like that was coming when she listed all the things that she had to pay on her end financially as to why she was not paying Cardi yet. Tasha, child, y'all know she stayed trolling. She's still trolling. But I guess she felt like that's what she had to do in an effort to get from up under that. I mean, damn, I was just like, sis, it's crazy. But yeah, she filed, honey. She definitely filed for damn bankruptcy. I said, yikes. Chapter 11 to be exact. According to the paper, because I had paperwork here. According to the paperwork says, honey, that Miss LaTasha Keeby, Miss Keeby, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Okay. And it says that her filing amount, ooh, child, 95. What is it? 95,000. Hold on. Oh, she only has $95, you guys, and 67 cents in her Chase account. Not tell your business, Tasha K, because I do see it for you, ma'am. But you know, they got your paperwork out here. For her Chase account, baby, she ain't got but $95 in her Chase account. I said, well, hot damn. What's going on over there in the Keeby household, child? All right, so they're saying, ooh, child. So it says her total for her vehicle assets is $46,750. Then her total personal household, her total personal and household items is up to like $11,000. I said, well, damn, that's a whole lot of money there, girl. She got a whole lot of, well, not a whole lot of debt, but hell. What else? What did it say here? Her business related property says 95, what is it? $95,000. Yeah, girl, you got a whole lot of money you got to pay out here, sis. And then property taxes of $58,595.56. I said, whoa. But yes, baby, she is in Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and she filed as of May the 25th. Okay. Yeah. So it's looking like Cardi's gonna have to wait just a little bit longer, honey, because hey, she already said I ain't got it. So moving on, child. Prayers for you in this situation. I hope that she figures this out, because sis, she had to do what she had to do. All right. I saw something very disturbing yesterday. I've been following this case because it really disturbed me thoroughly. Prayers, honey, for B2K's member, Raz B. I kind of talked about it yesterday. I think I posted on it as well. Raz B or B2K, you guys were seen on a roof of a hospital, you guys, where he climbed up there. He broke a window, first of all, out of the hospital and went out on a ledge, you guys. They said he was scaling the roof, and I'm going to show y'all a video here just to show you. So he was scaling the roof at the hospital, forcing people below them to call the police because they thought he was going to jump. It looked like in the video his ass was going to jump too. I was just like, Jesus, somebody please go get Raz, because he was seen in the video. First of all, before this incident, he was seen in the video inside the facility where he was saying he did not feel safe. He kept looking around. He was saying, I don't feel safe, guys. I don't feel safe. He kept saying that. And I was just like, well, what's going on? He kept looking around like somebody might have been after him. But then in the next clip, they showed him on the damn roof. Well, not the roof, but, on the ledge out here walking around and looking over like he was going to jump. And that made me nervous just looking at it. So I could imagine people that were actually there and looking down from below, seeing him up there. So let's go ahead and show you guys. I was just like, shit. This is him.
Where's the cop?
Over there. Let's see.
Y'all see him?
He busted out that window.
Yes, you see it? He's pretty good.
He busted out that whole window.
That's Raz up there, you guys. Busted out the window, walking around on the ledge.
He broke out the window to get out on that roof. Ooh, listen to that.
Yeah.
He's about to jump. Oh, he's going up higher.
Yeah.
Hey, man, y'all got to stop him.
He's climbing up higher. Y'all see him?
Look, Ashley, he's climbing up the fucking thing.
Did you see it?
He's climbing up the thing.
I know, I'm scared. Get him.
Dude.
Where is
Raz?
fucking out the walls?
Wherever you are, sir, shout out to TMZ for that footage. Did that not look crazy? He's been dealing with a lot of psychological stuff here lately, you guys. As I told y'all before, we already did a live on him. He actually moved to Tokyo for a while because he was going through a lot of traumatic mental type stuff. He looked really bad. Let me show y'all the recent picture that I found of him. I immediately said a prayer for him yesterday because I was just like, oh my God, it's like he's getting worse and worse. Ever since this situation between him and his ex-manager, you guys, Chris Stokes. This is a recent picture. This was him in the hotel. I took a screenshot. This was him in the hotel. I mean, in the hospital, you guys, when he was walking around down in the lobby part saying he didn't feel safe. This is how he looked. He looked disturbed. He looked like something was wrong with him. That's him. Raz B from the group B2K. Okay. Now they said he was at St. Luke's Hospital. All right. Looking like he was about to jump. I just showed y'all the video at St. Luke's Hospital, you guys. I said, Jesus. Now, y'all know he's been dealing with, like I said, the emotional issues that was brought on by his former manager, Chris Stokes, who used to be the manager over B2K, where he came out and talked about he, touched him inappropriately and some other things and some other members of the group as well. Chris Stokes has vehemently denied those allegations. And most recently, Raz B came forward to withdraw his statement saying that it never happened. But like I said the other day, I feel like he may have said that because he's trying to get his career back on track. And Chris Stokes has offered to help him do that. So in an effort to say, hey, I'll help you, but you got in exchange for me helping you, I'm going to need you to go on and say such and such and such. That's just, I'm going to say allegedly, and in my opinion, that's what I feel happened in that situation. But prayers to him because, Jesus, mental... We talked about it the other day. Once you lose your mind, once your mind is gone, everything is gone. So prayers to him that he gets the help he needs, that they get him in some type of facility where he can do what he needs to do. Because my God, that's a scary situation. Just watching it, I was cringing. So say some prayers for Raspy. All right, let's move on. Miss Robbie Montgomery, you guys, of Sweetie Pies, is bringing her famous restaurant back to St. Louis after closing her restaurants after her son Tim Norman was found guilty and is now serving a life sentence for orchestrating the demise of her grandson, Andre. Y'all already know the story behind it. I've already done a live about it. It's been in the news. So Miss Robbie is bringing her restaurant back. It says Miss Robbie is bringing back Sweetie Pies back to St. Louis after the soul food franchise's closure. All right. So they're saying that the TV personality is planning to come back for business months after her son was sentenced to life in prison for unaliving her nephew. Okay. Now they're saying the year 2022 was a tough one for Sweetie Pies, a St. Louis-based soul food restaurant chain, and its famous owner, Robbie Montgomery, after shutting down its last location in September of 2022, okay? It says that the restaurant will make its return to the Midwestern city. It says that Montgomery is apparently investing $4 million in the new location, which will be called Sweetie Pie's Second Act. It says that it will be located in North St. Louis at Kings Highway Boulevard and Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. Says that the new location could potentially provide jobs for around 25 people, according to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. According to documents posted for a city board meeting, it says that fans of the business can also expect a 160 seating dining area and 2 event spaces from the restaurant. Okay. So yeah, so she's opening up the restaurant again. Y'all know she closed her other locations, and I think she had to do that so that she could help fund the court case with Tim, because baby, and he had some really high priced lawyers, not to mention all the back taxes that were owed, which they were saying amounted up to almost $500K. They were behind a lot in back taxes, you guys. So that's a lot for her to have to deal with her age. Tim kind of put his mama through a lot. Now he's serving a life sentence. He's not out to where he can help her with all these damn restaurants that he opened that she wound up having to close and just kind of start over from scratch. And I think she kind of changed the name and tweaked it just a little bit because of the negative, impact that it had on her restaurant with what happened with Tim. I was reading a lot of comments behind that. A lot of people, fans, are saying that they don't really support her after the whole Tim situation and after hearing how she treated Andre. So everybody kind of have their opinions as to how they feel about it. Some people saying they will support. Some people were saying that her prices were too high anyway. For the other Sweetie Pies that she had open, like for a chicken plate would be like 25 or so. When you get sides and all that, $24, $25, $26 and up. They were saying that her prices were very high, that she was very rude to employees, cussing out her employees. Whole lot of stuff, y'all. I love me some Miss Robbie, but everybody have their opinions and everybody have their feelings as to who they want to support and why. I guess it's great. That's her baby. That's what she wanted to do, open restaurants. And that seems like something that she wants to get back into doing. Miss Robbie is like pressing 90. So a $4 million project, that's a lot for someone her age. So prayers to her. I hope that it succeeds and does well. Okay. Because if one thing Black folk love, well, people in particular, people everywhere, we love soul food, even though some of it's not that healthy, but hey, do what you got to do. Miss Robbie, honey, open your restaurant up and do what you do. Moving on to the next topic. I saw something I thought was kind of funny. Claudia Jordon, I love her. She can be funny sometimes and very controversial. I saw an interview that she did where she talked about that Brian McKnight used to try to hit on her back in the day. He tried to hit on her, rather holler at her back in the day. And she said that he even wanted her to answer 50 questions, you guys, in the whole dating process of trying to get to know him. He wanted her to answer 50 questions, and she was just like, no, I'm not about to do that. So let me play y'all a little video, honey, of what she had to say, because she did an interview with shit was so funny. Let me play it, y'all.
What the hell is wrong with you, Brian McKnight?
You know what, Brian? When you try to holler at me when we did Celebrity Apprentice, I'm so glad I didn't date you.
Did he try to holler
Yes,
at you?
he did. He wanted me to fill out 50 questions. Like he was like, we should ask each other 50 questions and answer them. I was like,
did he send them to you?
No, I'm not doing that.
I want to know what the questions
I know.
were. You should have just did it just for shits and giggles.
But I didn't want to lead him on. Like I was like, I'm good. And he didn't try that long with it. He kind of put it out there, and I was like, I'm good. My spirit was telling me something about no.
What the hell is wrong with you, Brian McKnight?
You know what, Brian? When you try to holler at me when we did Celebrity Apprentice, I'm so glad I didn't date you.
Did he try to holler
Yes,
at you?
he did. He wanted me to fill out 50 questions. Like he was like, we should ask each other 50 questions and answer them. I was like,
did he send them to you?
No, I'm not doing that.
I want to know what the questions
I know.
were. You should have just did it just for shits and giggles.
But I didn't want to lead him on. Like I was like, I'm good. And he didn't try that long with it. He kind of put it out there, and I was like, I'm good. My spirit was telling me something.
Y'all hear that? 50 questions. Who got time to be doing all that? What is this, an interview? 50 questions, Brian? He is feeling himself. I said, Lord, I know any of his wives and or girlfriends probably called hell trying to be with him because Brian I already said his ass is very narcissistic. When I played y'all the video of him talking about his kids, Brian just seemed like he's on a different level of the type of person that you would want to deal with. Like, I would have to cuss him out for real. I would have to snap off on his ass like, bitch, I'm not about to answer no 50 questions. Hell, after 5 questions, I'm done. We're not even going to get to 10 questions with me. Like, we're not about to do all that. That's worse than an interview. 50 questions? Baby, no. You better find somebody else to do it. 50 questions? No. I'm not answering 50 questions. Like, nigga, keep it back at 1. Can we get back at 1, Brian? You talking about 50 questions? I need you back at 1. Okay? Literally. Ain't that what the song say? Back at 1. Whenever you get done, I need your ass back at 1. Okay? Brian. I need to say your name like that, Brian. Brian McKnight. Okay, with your crazy ass. Ain't nobody got time to be answering no 50 questions. So, number 25. What's your favorite food? Bitch, I don't know no more. I don't know what I like no more, Brian. We on number 25. I used to know, but now you steady asking me questions. Now I don't know no more. I'm over this. Number 37. Like, damn, we still sitting here. What's your favorite color? Ugh. What color's my car? Silver. That's my favorite color because I'm about to go get in the bitch and peel out on you, Brian. Okay, we're almost there. Number 49. What type of cheese do you put in your macaroni? I mean, like, you know what? Where my purse? Where my purse? Let me get my shit. Bye, Brian. Bye. That's what I would be on. Brian, bye. Okay? Have me hollering at him. I'd be done yelled at Brian, goodbye. Where's my purse? Wait, bring my receipt. I gotta go. Let me check out, please. Don't even worry about it, Brian. Bye. That's how I would be. Straight attitude on his ass. Ooh. 50 questions, bitch. No. Moving on, child. That's team too much, Brian. Wherever you are, Brian, you are team too much. Okay? Your narcissistic ass. Moving on, child. Y'all ever seen somebody so annoying though? I'm just annoyed just thinking about it. And the questions ain't even directed to me. I would be super annoyed. The first, okay, if you ever hang with me and I'm annoyed, this is the first look I'm gonna be like, this is my annoyed look. Like, okay. This is the before the snap off look right here. Like, this is me right before I snap off on your ass. So if you ever around me and you see this look right here, oh yeah, it's coming. That's the look Brian would have got from me. Like, that's me when I'm getting ready to snap off. So if you ever see that look, if you around me, see that look, go in and gather your shit and take it that way. Because Cameron about to snap on that ass. Okay, let's move on. Y'all saw something in the news I want to talk about. So Beyonce, y'all know most recently, honey, the queen, honey, Miss Tina Turner passed away, okay, on Wednesday. I'm still feeling a way about that. Okay, I'm still in my feelings about it. So they're saying that Beyonce and Jay-Z, they are catching some heat for the song lyrics, honey, in their Drunk in Love song. The part where they say, eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. Y'all remember that part. So fans are, of course, y'all know since Tina Turner passed away, they were saying that they feel that it comes after Tina Turner's passing that the fans come for Beyonce and for Jay-Z, talking about Beyonce, saying that Tina Turner was Beyonce's idol, and then for them to use that particular lyric in the song, knowing that it spoke on the domestic abuse that she went through with Ike. Okay. Fans felt as though Beyonce and Jay-Z were not sympathetic to the abuse and the pain that Tina Turner went through with Ike in her marriage. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, how long this song been out? now that Tina Turner has passed away, now they are on this whole, oh, that's not right for them to put that in the lyrics. They're going as far as saying they want them to take that out of the song, y'all. The eat the cake anime part out of Drunken Love. Do y'all know that? Thank you so much, Les Moore, for the super chat, dear. So love your channel. I always get my laugh over here. Thank you so much for the super chat, dear. I appreciate it. Yeah. So they want Jay-Z and Beyonce to take that out of the song. I was just like, what? Y'all remember that's the part right there where he's telling her to eat the cake. And she don't want to eat the cake. Okay. She's like, no, Ike, I don't want no cake. I don't want no cake. I don't want no cake. Okay. We're not going to show the whole part because y'all know what happens after that. So let me read off what they're saying. They said, can't believe Anna Mae had to live through 50 years of other celebrities making a spectacle of her domestic abuse. That says, I remember watching performances of Drunk in Love. Lord, I need my glasses on. Of Drunk in Love, being shocked how Beyonce was smiling lovingly at Jay-Z when he said eat the cake instead of looking disgusted. This is what fans are saying. So they're outraged now. And this song has been out, since, golly, it's been some years. So they're saying that Beyonce putting up a Tina Turner post and tribute when she literally said eat the cake anime on her biggest songs is wild. They going in on Beyonce. So they're saying, hopefully Beyonce will finally remove the Eat the Cake anime line from Drunk in Love. They says it's not a compliment. If you've seen the movie, then you know what it is about. Okay, another person says, still crazy how Beyonce's husband put Eat the Cake anime on one of her biggest songs. They're outraged, you guys. They said, hey, quick question. And they said at Beyonce. So they're putting it at Beyonce. Says, why did you approve the Eat the Cake anime line in Drunk in Love? Says, was that love to use a line about her abuse for your commercial consumption? So another fan came out and says, as a fan of hip hop in its entirety, why did Jay-Z say eat the cake anime? It says, let alone on a song with Beyonce, who idolizes her. And Beyonce does idolize her, you guys. She went on and on and on when they announced that Tina Turner passed away. Beyonce was like distraught. And even as far as her mom posting a video showing it when Beyonce first met Tina Turner, how she was like very childlike, how she ran up to her and just grabbed her and hugged her and just broke down and started crying because she's a huge fan of her. And the fact that she got a chance to perform with Tina Turner on stage, okay, for the very first time. So they show videos of that as well. But so they're making a big issue out of this whole Eat the Cake anime thing with Beyonce and Jay-Z, and they are pressing them to remove that from the song because they're saying that it's not a funny situation and it promotes domestic abuse. What do y'all think about that? I mean, I didn't even think about that in the song when I heard it. Maybe I was just because the song is a bop. It's a bop. When I'm hearing the song, I'm not really thinking about, oh, that's domestic violence. I'm just kind of in the zone when I hear the song because the song is like it's really giving what it needs to give. So when I hear it come on, I mean, I'm not really thinking about that. But now that they brought it up, I'm not saying maybe they need to remove it, but I kind of feel where they're coming from. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they should remove the lyrics, Eat the Cake anime from the song, or do you think they should just leave it the way it is? How do you guys feel? Let me see it in the comments. Leave the song, put a 1 in the chat if they should leave the lyrics in the song, put a 2 if they should remove it. Let's do a little poll right quick before we move on. Let's get a little poll. Should they put a 1 if they should remove it? Put a 2 if they should just leave it as is in the song, that it's not that serious. 1, remove it, that it's just team too much. 2, leave it because it's not that serious. Let's see what y'all think. I see a lot of removes. I feel you. Everybody. I feel you. All right, so let's move on. I saw something I want to talk about today. I'm going to hit on it just a little bit. We're going to do a hit and quit on this because I want to move on to another topic. I got to get it moving because I got an appointment that I got to go to this morning as well. All right, so Denaya, I hope that's the way you pronounce her name, Miss Denaya Jackson, which is Derek Jenks' wife, okay? She speaks on being jealous of her own daughter's skin tone because she was dark-skinned like the women that Derek used to cheat on her with. I'm going to play you guys the part here in a second. She says, how does she look like the women or the woman that he once desired and loved? Okay, this is what she's saying. Let me go ahead and play for you what she had to say.
Lawrence affected me, and that little segment of his post was referencing that, even down to our daughter. Like, I had some issues, like just like with the complexion of our daughter, because that was the type of woman that he would go after. And I'm not dark, like super dark skinned woman, and our daughter's like a little chocolate little princess. She has it, and I'm just like, how does she look like the women that he wants?
Wow, that's deep.
How does she look like the women that he wants and he desires and he loves? Like, like, I don't understand. It's like they had her, even though I care. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to work out.
You gotta let that sit. You can't go. You said they had her even though you had her?
They had her even though I carried her. That's what I felt like for a long time. I had to really sit down and...
Because her skin tone represents the type of women that he would cheat on you with?
Yes. Yes. And so it just played on the rejection and the abandonment and the not, like, choose me. What is there about me, right? Our daughter even has everything that you, like, search for, or at least...
Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to play it again for the people in the back.
What affected me, and that little segment of his post was referencing that, even down to our daughter. Like, I had some issues, like just like with the complexion of our daughter, because that was the type of woman that he would go after. And I'm not dark, like super dark skinned woman, and our daughter's like a little chocolate little princess. She has it, and I'm just like, how does she look like the women that he wants?
Wow, that's deep.
How does she look like the women that he wants and he desires and he loves? Like, like, I don't understand. It's like they had her even though I carried her. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to work out.
You gotta let that sit. You can't go. You said they had her even though you had her?
They had her even though I carried her. That's what I felt like for a long time. I had to really sit down and...
Because her skin tone represents the type of women that he would cheat on you with?
Yes. Yes. And so it just played on the rejection and the abandonment and the not, like, choose me. What is there about me, right? Our daughter even has everything that you, like, search for, or at least what affected me. And that little segment of his post was referencing that, even down to our daughter. Like, I had some issues, like just like with the complexion of our daughter, because that was the type of woman that he would go after. And I'm not dark, like super dark skinned woman, and our daughter's like a little chocolate little...
Where do I begin, Lord? Where do I begin, Jesus? She kept saying, choose me, choose me. I'm going to say to her, choose yourself. When you are in a situation where you are with someone who continue to choose everyone else, at some point you got to choose yourself. And what I mean by that is, do not allow a person to make you feel like you have to choose them over yourself. Don't ever choose somebody else over yourself. Her self-esteem obviously is a little low for her to think in this type of way, to say that the women that her husband was cheating with says that she had the child, she carried the child, but she feels like they had her. That's some sick, twisted mess right there. I'm trying to watch my mouth a little bit this morning. It's kind of sick and twisted, if you will. Choose yourself. Choose yourself. Self-love is the best love. When you don't love yourself, you allow certain things to happen to you, around you, that should not. As women, as individuals, you cannot lower yourself to someone else's level of insecurity and disrespect and normalize that. Stop normalizing disrespectful behavior from another person just to have them in your life. because then you are conforming to their dysfunction. It's not that serious to be with no man. There's somebody out there that will love you for who you are, how you look, and will love everything about you, the very crust of you as a woman. So what are you lowering your standards for someone who continues to pick over you? You saying, hey, I'm here, but they doing this every time, picking over you. That says to you, they don't want you. They don't respect you. And what you bring to the table, they don't want it. They don't have an appetite for what you are bringing to the table. So gather your table and take it somewhere else where you appreciate it. He don't appreciate you, obviously, if he's messing with several women. And every time you lie with him, you are connecting with him in a dysfunctional type of way, and you are contracting every type of spirit that he contracted with all these women that he laid with. Every time you lay with someone, you contract spirits from that person. So every time you're laying there to be intimate with him, she already said in another interview, we talked about her the other day, how she was conforming to the women that she saw in the videos. She was going out buying wigs. She was going out trying to do all these things, watching the videos to see how she could move her body like these women in order to please him. And it still wasn't pleasing him because he does not have an appetite for you. Yes, he took vows with you, but at the end of the day, ma'am, that's not love. Women, understand what love is. Love don't hurt. Love don't disrespect you. Love don't make you feel inconsistent. Love don't mess up your self-esteem to the point to where you feel like you got to do things that's uncomfortable for you in order to please another person. And it had to be uncomfortable for her to sit here and watch other women in a video pleasing her husband when that should have been her. God does not operate in confusion. That is total confusion. And it's so crazy that they are so religious and in the church that you don't understand that. You don't understand that. Never stay in a situation with a person being unequally yoked and allow yourself to second guess who you are and play on your self-esteem. What are we doing? What are we doing? That totally just... Women, when you know your worth, you can walk away from people like Derek Jenks who feel that they can disrespect you and play on your emotions and pleasure themselves and watch you sink further into depression while they ignore your pain. Obviously, he didn't care about her pain because he was so focused on pleasing himself. And you have some people like that. You have people like that. You have women. We have women or individuals that's in marriages that are pressured into doing certain sexual things that's degrading to them, but they do it in an effort to keep that person and please that person. And on the inside, they feeling broken and lost because they are conforming into someone else that this person really want to be with in an effort to please this person. And it should not be that way. You are unequally yoked. If you are having to do that, if you're having to do that, you are unequally yoked. If this person loves you, you guys, your spirit should meet. This person should know what it is that you like and or don't like, and they will never push you or put you in a situation to where you feel like you have to degrade yourself in an effort to please them. Thank you so much, Niecy Smith, for the super chat. Don't degrade yourself to please somebody else. Do not do that. Do not do that. It's something that happened along the way in their relationship and or their marriage to where, and it always starts out small. It's not going to always get thrown on you at one time. And that's the way the enemy works with people. They start out small with little things. And they say, okay, I got away with this little piece right here. So now let me add to this. Let me do this right here and see if I can get away with it. And before you know it and you look up, everything is just chaotic because you allowed these little things to happen instead of stopping it in the beginning. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's always going to start out small. And I said it before, just like in DV situations. You allow a person to raise their voice at you, it's going to go from raising their voice to them pushing you. And if you allow that and you don't stop it and put your foot down, a push is going to lead to a hit. And it's going to escalate from there. They're going to say, hey, you didn't stop me at the yelling at you. So you're not about to stop nothing now. And a person know when they can continue to get away with things with you, just like a child. just like a child. A child will continue to do things and push you to see how far they can get away with it. And if you don't check it right here, they're going to take it to the next level. And that's what it looks like has happened in this woman's marriage. For years, you've been sitting back looking at videos of your husband in bed with someone else. And you say, you know what? Instead of grabbing your stuff and leaving and saying, this ain't for me. He don't love me. He don't love me. Why don't I gather my things and just leave and let him be with someone else that can give him what he wants? Versus me sitting here holding on to something that's really not there. The person you're supposed to be with is waiting to be with you, but you're wasting your time on an ain't shit person who is selfish and narcissistic and so focused on degrading you just to please their own sexual desires. It's a demonic spirit, to be honest. It's demonic. That's not normal. But then when you stay in situations that's not normal and toxic for so long, the person that's being toxic towards you has a way of normalizing it to where you think, oh, this is just how my life is supposed to be, versus getting the hell out of there. It's plenty of people that stay in situations that they should not be in because they've been in it for so long. I'll say Tisha Scott, for example. She loves to say, oh, I've been married the longest on this show. I've been 18 years. I've been married for 18 years. But yeah, for 18 years, you've been miserable as hell. So you are normalizing being married the longest, even though it's toxic as hell. You're not happy. You're talking about your husband don't bring you flowers. And then in this situation, she's not happy because you are having to lay up with somebody whose mind is always on someone else. Every time you look at them, he's thinking about what he just did with somebody else versus having that attention with you. When you are married to someone, you become one with that person. So how are you one with me when you are 20 with all the other women that you laying with? There's no way you can be one with me when your mind is on LaQuisha, Kim, Christina, and everybody else that you bringing up in here in my bed. What's the end game here? Where does this stop? Where does this stop? I don't get it. She lost herself trying to please somebody who did not have her best interest at heart. Okay? God will not have you lower or compromise yourself and your morals in an effort to be disrespected. Period. I made some notes. Marriage is honorable. There's nothing honorable about watching your husband pleasure someone else and you engage in the dysfunction of it. There's nothing honorable in that, okay? God does not operate in dysfunction, but sometimes the devil will make you feel like because you've been in a situation for so long that it's normal behavior, okay? Period, okay? This woman had ill feelings about a child that she carried because of her skin tone, because her daughter resembled the women that her husband flaunted and cheated with. That's a sick way of looking at things. Your daughter has nothing to do with this or her skin tone. She don't have nothing to do with this. The problem is him. Nothing to do with your daughter. It's really not even the other women in this situation. You're putting the blame on someone else to avoid blaming the person that's really the issue here, which is your husband. Your husband is the problem. He is the person that is connected to you. He is the person you chose to be one with. He is the problem. That energy needs to be towards him. So why are you mad and bringing your daughter, who is an innocent person in this situation, in here to say that, oh, I feel like because of my daughter's skin tone, she resembles the women that my husband lays with. And I feel like I carried her, but I feel like they had her. What kind of bullshit is that? I don't get it. At this point, and what point do you realize and know your worth? She's supposed to be real religious as a woman of God. You're supposed to be a woman of God. That's what they claim they were. You claim you're a woman of God. At what point do you know your worth and practice what you are preaching and teaching to other people? At what point do you do that? Because they stay going on live talking about God this, God that, giving everybody religious advice, but then behind the scenes, your whole household is chaotic. And you have people that's like that. You have to watch that. Sometimes the enemy will play with your mental to make you feel like that what you know is wrong is normal behavior. and how far you are willing to go to compromise your spirit and or your beliefs and who you are as a person and who you were chosen to be, which then continues to put you in a lost state of mind. She is lost. She needs some type of therapy, some deep, deep therapy, maybe some shock therapy. She might need some shock therapy there in that situation, because that is sick and it's not normal. Okay. Prayers to you, ma'am. Let's get on about that, because that's dysfunctional as hell. All right. I saw something that I wanted to bring up, because y'all know I don't never miss nothing. I tell y'all that all the time. Caramel don't miss nothing. I see everything, honey. All right. So Letitia Scott, honey, she changed the bottles of her daughter's hair care line. Now, today is the day that she's releasing her daughter's hair care line. Somebody said shock therapy. Yes, she needs shock therapy. So today is the day that she is releasing her daughter's hair care line, you guys. Fans speculated, and a lot of people have called out the fact that they feel that Tisha have copied Melody's Sugar Mama line in terms of how the bottles of her kids' hair care line look, like she was trying to replicate it in an effort to maybe throw some fans off to make them think that that's Sugar Mama's line, to where they're supported. A lot of fans were saying they wonder if Tisha's line is going to sell out in a day like Sugar Mama's line. Tisha has changed the bottles of her hair care product. Okay. I think that maybe she got pressed a little bit too much on why her bottles look a lot like Sugar Mama's line. Now we'll show you guys a side by side so that you guys can see. All right. So this is what the bottles originally looked like. Okay. That's Tisha and her daughters on their little promo picture. Okay. Looks just like Sugar Mama's line. All right, that's Tisha and her daughters on the promo pic that they did. Here's the picture that was just released of Tisha's youngest daughter, the one that says she wants some potato chips. This is her. This is the new bottle. And they released the new hair care line today. All right. Now I have a side by side of the Sugar Mama line and hold on. Okay, yeah. I have a side by side of the Sugar Mama line and Tisha's kids line as well. Let's blow it up a little bit to where y'all can see. All right, you can see it good enough there. Y'all see the distinction there? This is Sugar Mama's line right here. And then you see Tisha's kids line, hair care line. Very similar. Look at the labeling on it. The labeling on it looks very, very similar to Sugar Mama's line. A lot of people was talking about it in terms of Tisha copying Melody's Sugar Mama line, and now she's changed the actual labeling. That's Sugar Mama's line. Everybody know how Sugar Mama's line look with the pink and the cute blue. That's Sugar Mama's line. Okay? Can't even lie about it. Let's do a real big blow up. Do a big blow up. The one that the daughter's holding looks just like Sugar Mama's label, does it not? It looks just like Sugar Mama's label. We can't lie about it. That's the oldest daughter holding her bottle. Does that not look like Sugar Mama's label? Very, very similar color and everything. All right. Now the new promo that she's put out is this color. So she changed the look of it because I think fans were pressing her on why are you out here posting or why are you releasing the hair care line with the same label and the same look as Melody's Sugar Mama line. Okay, because y'all know she replicates everything that Melody does. So that's the most recent one that she is releasing in terms of the bottle. Y'all see the whole bottle color has changed. Everything has changed about the bottle. So she's changed everything. And like I said, the release date of that is today to where she's going to release it. So I'm going to keep my ears to the streets and I'm going to see if it sell out in a day like Sugar Mama's line. Since her T-Squad is supposed to be supporting just like the Sugar Mama line, and I'm going to be a little messy when I say it, I'm going to see. I'm still waiting to see if Wanda's going to do any type of promo on any 3 of her channels that she got: Facebook, IG, and YouTube. I'm going to see if she does any type of promo for Tisha on any of her platforms to promote this Sugar Mama. Here we go. To promote this line for her daughter. Okay, we're gonna see. I ain't heard nothing about it as of yet. Okay, I ain't heard nothing about it as of yet. I feel like this whole thing is a white labeling that Tisha's doing anyway with her kids' hair care line. Now, ain't nothing wrong with starting a business in terms of with your daughter, but Tisha loves to start businesses, and we don't really hear no more about it. So if it don't succeed, if she don't sell what she thinks she's gonna sell, we're not gonna hear no more about this. And that's usually how she does. She'll go out here and she'll put it out there. Oh, I'm releasing such and such and such. She was doing a fingernail polish line for her daughters. It didn't do well, and it just kind of faded to black, and we ain't hear no more about it. She did. She talked about it for a little while that she was releasing a fingernail polish line for her daughters, and she talked about it a couple of days, and I don't think it did too good. And then she just stopped talking about it. She stopped promoting it. I ain't heard no more about it. I ain't even seen her posting it on IG or anywhere. So it just faded to black. So I feel like if this little hair care thing doesn't do well as she thinks that it's going to do, that this is going to be the same thing, just like she does with her foundations. She talk about it, and when it don't do nothing, we don't hear nothing else. So let's see if the T Squad is going to step up and support her as she keeps saying that they're going to do. She keeps saying T Squad this, T Squad got me, the T Squad this, T Squad that. So let's see if T Squad is going to sell you out and support you, ma'am, in a day. Like Melody's Millimeters, who y'all love to talk about, support her in terms of her sugar mama line. All right. Let's see what it's giving. I was very shocked to see that she even put out a product that would look as similar as Sugar Mama's line, because it's kind of confusing to fans when they see it. They be like, oh, that's Sugar Mama's line. Let me support it. Not knowing that that's something that Tisha put out. Because y'all know Sugar Mama's face is no longer being shown in terms of the Sugar Mama line since Mel and Martell went to court. So she had to remove Sugar Mama's face from the Sugar Mama product, and now they're using other little kids to promote and or push the Sugar Mama line. So I don't know what the hell Tisha is doing and why she chose to make it such a similar look to Melody's Sugar Mama line, but it's kind of giving suspicion to me. So we're gonna see what it's giving. We're going to see what it's giving. But like I said, she did change the labeling. She did change the way that it looked. And as y'all can see there, Marceau, he actually posted that on his page. But yeah, that's what it is. And that's her youngest daughter who is promoting that new look. Y'all see that? She's a cute little girl. But she got thick tongue like her mommy. She sure do. I love the cheering, but she got thick tongue like mommy, honey. I said, ooh, child, don't y'all put that baby back on TV no more. Talking like that. Don't y'all do that no more. Now, I love the cheering. Camille love the cheering. I'm a mama too. I'm a mama too. But when the little girl said, Mom, Daddy, I want some potato chips. I want some potato chips, Daddy. And he said, well, what kind of chips do you want? I don't know. That thick tongue came on in there. You sounded like a mama. Daddy said, what kind of chips you want? I don't know. Let me show you a picture of these chips, Daddy. I said, well, shit. The thick tongue is alive again. Damn. I did not know thick tongue was hereditary like that. I did not know. Like it went from Wanda down to Tisha, and now it's a whole nother generation of thick tongue Jesus. She's a pretty little girl, but they're gonna have to get her in some serious speech therapy if they haven't done that already. Because, baby, you cannot be out here spitting all over people. That's not sexy. That's not cute. That's not. What's your name, little girl? You be like, what's your name? I don't know. Mommy, what's my name? I don't know. Can I get some potato chips? Like, shit. That's the issue, y'all. They need to get that fixed for real. We love the cheering, though. Let's get up off it. If somebody be like, Cameron, that's not nice to be talking about people's kids. Let me get up off it, y'all. We love the children over here. I'm a mama. And I know how I feel when somebody be trying to come for mine, honey, because I be ready to be on my nook if you book. But yeah, she do have a thick tongue. They see, the spirit done got on me. Get off me, Tisha and Wanda. Hold on, y'all. Let me get them off me. Get off. And the little girl too. Get off me. All y'all get off. See the spirit of thick tongue trying to get on me. All of them tried to double team me. Y'all see that? They tried to triple team me on my live. Get off me. Oh, let me pray right quick. Jesus. Let me pray for my tongue. Yum 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 num yum ho renge kyo. All right, I had to get them up off me. I had to use my Tina chant on them, honey. Num yum ho renye kyo. Yup. And I'm back. See that? We got the spirit of thick tongue up off me. Glory. I'm tripping. All right, let's move on. Woo! The spirit of thick tongue tried to take over me, Lord. All right, so we good now. All right, so British Williams, honey, y'all know we talked about her, honey, and all of her fraudulent activities, baby, which she's about to be serving about a good 30, 40 years, maybe. In a penitentiary, y'all know I like to say penitentiary because it just sounds more real versus jail. Jail is just like lame. But when you say penitentiary, it sounds like you really did some real big stuff, that you really did something out here and you really about to be sitting up in that biatch. So yeah, she's gonna be in the penitentiary for quite some time because she she did a whole lot of stuff. She is facing 15 felonies. I said, damn, girl, you're too pretty for that. British. This is her. This is British. Hide your purses. Hide your purse, hide your wallet, okay? Please do, baby. Hide your purse and your wallet, Lord. Girl, I told y'all yesterday in the car, I had to check while I was talking about her, I had to dig in my purse and make sure my wallet was in there, baby, because I was just like, listen, you're not about to jump in my car and take my damn wallet because I'm talking about you. No, you will not. But let's talk about her because she actually spoke out, honey, after admitting, they're saying, British Williams of Basketball Wives, honey, LA, speaks out after admitting, honey, to 15 felony, see, Tisha, I'm not going to tell you no more. I'm not telling you no more. Nah, get out of here. See, she tried to come back. You so disrespectful and girl, and hard-headed. You have a hard-headed spirit too. In conjunction to that damn thick tongue. Hard-headed as hell. Get out of here, Satan. Let me pray again. Damn. All right, damn, I had to go back into it, y'all. I'm sorry. But anyway, let's get on into what British had to say, okay? You get out of here too, Wanda, because I know you lurking. Damn, you over there doing this shit here to me, behind the scenes. So that spirit of thick tongue could be up on me. Get out of here, Wanda. All right, so British says anything that I've went through that a normal person would go through privately, she says, I went through publicly. First of all, this is not normal. And you are not normal to be having 15 federal charges upon you, ma'am, for the fraud. But let's continue. She says, I hope that my story and my journey and my growth can help someone going through something similar or stops the next person from doing anything that could possibly have them in the same situation as me. But I don't know anybody else that's out here in a hurry to be going to prison for 15 felonies, but go off. She says, I am not ashamed. I am not fazed by the comments nor the opinions, okay? She says that I am proud of the woman and the mother that I am today. In what world do you come from? And what time did your satellite land from Mars? Because, girl, you are proud of the shit that you've done that we read off yesterday? Okay, sis. She says that everything that I've been through, I needed to go through. Okay. And all them charges that you about to go through when they read that time out to you is what you definitely gonna be going through. All right. Says that I've learned patience, humility, and most of all, compassion for every walk of life. Okay. Says that I don't believe in losses. Obviously, for 15 felonies. Okay. Says that just lessons to make better decisions in the future. Well, your future is gonna be serving 30 years. Okay, so go off. She says, I love you and thanks for rocking with me. Well, the only person gonna be rocking with you, baby, is your security guards when you go on in the penitentiary. But that's what she had to say in terms of these 15 felony charges, honey, that and these federal crimes that she is facing. So that sounds like a goodbye letter, if you will, to everybody that's supposed to be her fans out here and that believed in her. We believed in you, British. Well, some of y'all, I tried to believe in you. But I don't know no more. I don't know no more, British. Damn. That sounds like a goodbye letter. That's what it sounds like. Goodbye. I committed these federal crimes. I am not ashamed of who I am as a woman and a mother. And if I get out, I'm probably going to do the shit again because I got away with almost $400 and something thousand. That's what it sounded like to me. I don't see nowhere in there where you said you're sorry for what you did because you affected a lot of people. You stole social security numbers and opened up bank account numbers in other people's names and then went in there and took the damn money out and had fake checks in other people's names. So a lot of people were affected by the crimes that you committed, and nowhere in this goodbye letter or response to these 15 federal charges that your ass is facing, nowhere in this letter did you apologize to anyone that you hurt throughout this process and that you caused any type of inconvenience, because that's an inconvenience. That's an inconvenience for you to steal somebody's social security number and mess up their whole credit and go out here and get all types of stuff in somebody else's name. And then you feel entitled to doing that. And then put in your letter says that that you are not ashamed. You should be. You are not ashamed, and that I am not fazed by the comments nor opinions. You should be. You really should be, ma'am, because that's a hot damn mess. All right. You a whole mother out here. So you facing 30 years. Her daughter, I don't even think is 7 years old yet. So your daughter is going to grow up without her mother in her life because of selfish decisions that you made out here defrauding the system, the government, and everybody else. You were withholding tax information of up to the tune of $27,000. We talked about it yesterday. And these are big numbers. Then you filed all these damn claims when the pandemic was out to try to get money from that, knowing that you were not affected by the pandemic. You were on a whole show getting a check on Basketball Wives. As if people don't recognize you on television. But you say you don't feel ashamed and you're not fazed by it. You're going to be fazed when you go in that prison system. That's where it's really going to hit you. It ain't hit you yet. It has not hit you yet because you still feel entitled to your mess. That's when it really hit most people when that jail cell clink, clink, clink behind them. That's when it really hits you. When you got to put on that orange jumpsuit and them ugly ass flip-flops they give you up in there. And you got to sit up in there and reflect. For 30 years, day after day, when you separated from your daughter and can't see her every day and don't know how she's growing up because of choices you made. That's so selfish. That's selfish as hell. I never understood that with people. How you can commit crimes to be away from your children. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't see my son every day. I just don't know what I would do if I could not see my child every day. At some point, girl, British, you're going to have to, something's going to have to click in you, baby. Because you really did a lot of damage. You did almost $500,000 worth of fraud. It's so sad. Okay. It's very sad. I saw something else I kind of want to talk about. Where we at? We're headed into an hour. I'm gonna have to go here in a second. Ghostface Killer, I was reading up to where his son was talking about how he was a deadbeat dad, you guys. Let me show y'all a picture of Ghostface Killer's son. That's his son. That's his son. He is of the LGBTQ community, honey. That's his son. Let me show y'all the rapper. That's Ghostface Killer. Okay. Y'all know who he is. Okay. He's from the rap group Wu-Tang Clan. Okay. Y'all remember Wu-Tang Clan. All right. With ODB. Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money. That's one of my favorite songs. So I'll be jamming on that song. But he's in the Wu-Tang Clan. His son had come out to talk about how much of a deadbeat dad he is, y'all. So the son says that I have never been the type to go online and talk about my personal life, my family, or my emotions. Says, however, today I'm giving an inside look into my broken heart because I'm feeling more lost and hopeless than I have ever been. Okay. So then he asks his father, which is Ghostface Killer, says, I didn't really want to do this. Says, but at this point, I'm tired of keeping quiet to save your reputation. Says, I'm tired of the pain. Says that my heart has been aching and longing to be loved by you, my father, for way too long. Says, so since you are unreachable, perhaps this will get your attention. And it's sad when kids have to go on social media, just like Brian McKnight's kids. They had to do the same thing. It's sad when kids have to go on social media in order to get the attention of their parents because they ignore them because they're so, into what they're doing in their life that they're not there for their kids. Okay. He says that I have not, he says that I haven't had a full conversation with you or seen you in over 15 years. That's gotta hurt. Says you haven't once tried to reach out to me to see how I'm feeling or how I'm doing. It says I have messages that literally show me reaching out to you and receiving no response for over a decade. Okay. Ain't that sad? That's so sad. So he also goes on to say, says that the legend that you all love, Ghostface Killer, is a full definition of a deadbeat. He says, Dad, he says that you let us live without lights, gas, or even communication from you for years. Okay. It says that you have all this coin and yet you allow your uncles to clean up your mess. It says, I have lived in a shelter for almost a year in 2020 during COVID, and you haven't reached out once to help me or to see if I was even alive. It says that your daughter is mentally ill and you haven't even come to make sure she's okay or even get her help. He is calling him out. He says that you do not give a damn about your children and it's time to lay this ish on the table. He says that growing up, your cold shoulders made me scared to not only myself, but the world. It says that I was never comfortable around you or my brothers when I was a kid, but at least my brothers grew to accept me on their own. It says that I felt unprotected my entire life and I couldn't even fully chase my dreams because I was so afraid of who I was and what and I was just trying to please you as my dad and also to make everyone happy and be someone I wasn't, even though it was oblivious. And even though it was obvious, I was pretending. Okay. This is what Ghostface Killer's son is saying about Ghostface. He says, for many years that you made me hate myself until I developed the courage to snap the F out of it and realize that there was nothing wrong with me, but there's everything wrong with you. He says that I can't even say that you're only a deadbeat to me because I'm GAY, because you're a deadbeat to all of your kids. Says he also goes on to say some more than others. It says, but what I've been seeking is the answers as to why. He says, is it because your father turned your back on you? He meant to say his back on you. Says, why do you love everyone but your kids? Says it's backwards, it's ugly, it's hurtful, and it's humiliating. Okay. Yeah, so that is his son putting Ghostface Killer on blast, saying that he was not there for them. Y'all know he had money. He used to tour with the group. And yeah, he used to tour. So he made money. He's still sitting on money. His kids were saying, hey, we were going without food, gas, lights, and everything. And you out here living the high life, this celebrity life, driving nice cars, Rolls Royces and everything. And here we are suffering. You forgot about us when you came up. So that's what the son is saying. And he called his dad out with the Wu-Tang Clan. Okay, y'all know Ghostface is with the Wu-Tang Clan. It's so sad. That's his son. That's his son finally speaking out where he had to live in a shelter when his dad is Ghostface Killer. Ain't that sad? That's Ghostface. That's Ghostface. So prayers to him. I hope he gets some therapy. He will need it. He will need it to kind of get the rest of those feelings out and to talk out what he's really dealing with. And hopefully he and his dad can have some type of relationship, or maybe he can join him in a therapy session to where he can sit down and explain to him why he chose not to be there and what was going on in terms of with him, because people do what they want to do. He could have been there for his kids. You were everywhere else. Probably made more kids somewhere else. Y'all know that's their rap life. He probably got other kids they don't even know about, allegedly. But at the end of the day, that's still your kids. Be there for your children. Be there for your children. Obviously, you see that made some type of impact on him to where he's speaking out now and he's putting him on blast. Children should not have to put their parents on blast for them to be in their lives. They just should not have to ever do that. But that's all I have for you guys this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed the show this morning. I had to act up a little bit with damn Tisha and Wanda, honey, and that thick-tongued spirit trying to get up on me. We ain't having that up in today. But thank y'all for being here so much. Thank y'all for the super chats. Thank y'all for the memberships. Thank y'all for everything that you guys have done. I'm going to try to make up Dragiversary to you guys tomorrow. I'll create a show for you guys so that we can get on here and act funny, crack some jokes, and do what we do in Dragiversary, okay? You guys enjoy your day. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for my appointment, all right? Happy Friday to all of you guys. happy Friday. All right. Enjoy your day. Be safe out there and be blessed. Love you all the way down. Thank you, Moss, for doing a great job. Thank you guys we got 1,100 in the building. We got the likes up to 703. Let's get some more likes in the building though. Before you guys go, if you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. Thank you to all the mods again. Thank you, Caramelians, for being here and your support as well. All right. Love you guys all the way down and goodbye.